Since the Southeast in particular could not provide a large pool of combatant soldiers, Britain had to recruit from elsewhere. The second marker for army recruitment was proximity to Hausa land or the ability to quickly learn to speak Hausa. Lugard claimed that the pagan Gwaris, Kedaras, and other tribes yield to none in bravery. They all speak Hausa, and I hope to enlist many. Lugard's primary concern was to dissolve the army's mono-religious character. Yet he had little interest in making it a nationally representative army that reflected Nigeria's ethno-regional composition. He informed the Colonial Office, "It is, in fact, my desire to make the West African Frontier Force, as far as possible, a Hausa-speaking pagan force." The third way for an ethnic group to earn the tag of martial race was to demonstrate a history of resistance to the Sokoto Caliphate. Since the Caliphate was, in British eyes, the zenith of military and political achievements in the area, they regarded ethnic groups that successfully resisted its raids and occupation as natural warriors. These factors gave the Hausa neighboring ethnic groups an advantage, but made it difficult to recruit ethnic groups from faraway locations in southern Nigeria. The thieves who lived in the lower parts of northern Nigeria had fought off frequent slave raids from the Caliphate, maintained their independence, and refused to be converted to Islam. Such attempted invasions made them resistant to strangers, and they became feared for attacking intruders with their mysterious and deadly poisoned arrows. British authorities referred to them with a derogatory Hausa word, Munshi, and regarded Tivland as dangerous bandit country. Thieves acquired a reputation among the British for being truculent, a most intractable people who have proved themselves aggressive and inimical to a degree towards any effort to establish law and order. The thieves fulfilled these stereotypes. 1 month after Britain declared a protectorate over northern Nigeria in 1900, they attacked an armed British patrol that was installing telegraph lines on their land. In the past, they had also attacked the Royal Niger Company's trading stations in Tivland and murdered 2 of its agents, causing the company to close all but one of its trading stations in Tivland, at Abinti. In January 1906, they sacked and burned the remaining factory at Abinti. Although these attacks brought British military reprisals against the thieves, it also made them, in British eyes, a potential warrior race and target for military recruitment. In his 1906 annual report, Lugard reported to the Colonial Office, "The Munshis are stated to be an extremely fine race, fearless and independent, and very industrious." In 1923, only 11 out of 3,000 soldiers in the army were thieves, but by World War II, the army had 6,000 thief fighters. Thereafter, the thief became synonymous with the army. They remain one of the most heavily represented ethnic groups in the army's infantry units. In 1950, the commander of the Northern Nigerian Regiment issued recruiting instructions. "We only want men of northern origin and the thieves from Benue." British colonial authorities also recruited large numbers of the thieves' neighboring ethnic groups such as the Idoma, Igyala, and Jukun, and other groups such as the Bachama, Tarok, Dakakari, Nupe, and Kataf, who either lived on the periphery of Hausa land and resisted conquest by the Sokoto Caliphate, or who spoke Hausa in addition to their indigenous language. Lugard's desire to make the army a Hausa-speaking, non-Muslim force succeeded, and men from these ethnic groups still dominate the Nigerian Army's combat units. 60% of post-independent Nigerian Chief of Army staff came from these parts of the country. This ethnic manipulation meant that for much of its history, the army tended to be an ethnic anomaly in most of Nigeria.